Okay, so now is the time for the rapid fire round. First, to begin with, I would just say one word, and whatever pops in your mind, the first one word, you can answer with that. But it has to be one word. After that, we will move on to another question, set of questions actually, which can be answered in more than one word. So let's begin.
Yeah.
Okay, so what comes to your mind when I say digital transformation?
Intellect.
Design thinking?
Intellect again.
Movies?
Oh man, there's too many words coming up. I would say dramas.
Cloud?
Hyperscale.
Automation?
Oh. RPA.
Yourself?
Technologist.
So one thing you wish you knew earlier in your life?
One thing that I wish I knew earlier in my life is, I would say, how to take risks much earlier. So we're more conservative during the earlier part of my life, be it on technology, on how to use it, etc. I think now we are much more open on taking risks with different technologies, different solution building, different areas to quickly venture into test waters. So that I think is something that we do it a lot more aggressively now. And personally for me also, I believe that is something that I take it on in a much more open way and something as compared to what earlier was.
I am completely with you on that. Your role model?
My role model, in the personal life, it's been my parents, okay, primarily. Both my father and mother. My father with respect to being more stickler to perfection, a perfectionist, what it means to do things on the dot, and planning out things, how to plan things to the last dot, last pencil that has to move from one place to another onwards. So he's that kind of perfectionist. Probably I'll never reach there, but that has always set me the goalpost of what I have to look out for. And my mother for the infinite patience that she brings to the table. And I think they have had a very big influence on how I need to look at on anything that I approach. On the professional side, I have multiple role models. One definitely my chairman, Mr. Arun Jain, who probably breaks a lot of stereotypes with respect to what you typically expect a chairman to do. Okay, and so again, every time we have an interaction with him, there's always something new that you learn. Probably tons of action items that you come back with, but then many times you look at it back and it's more like, why didn't Indian strike us in the first place? So his ability to connect the dots across multiple spheres, not just on the technology side, on the functionality side. So his ability to connect something that is happening through our Mission Samriddhi initiative to how we are influencing children from through our ullas to what we are doing today from a technology front, and where these two gets linked up. On any other day, you'll probably never connect them. But the way that he actually puts all of them as patterns together and helps us get more insights, again, that is something I've found very interesting and something that we keep learning on a day-to-day basis. And another person that I would love to call out is again one of my mentors earlier, Mr. Rupli Srinivasan. So he again is a person that I look up to a lot, who has shaped my thought process, who has shaped the way that I should approach problem solving, etc. during my formative years, and really set the plane for me to actually leapfrog in my journey to reach to where I am today. So I would say these two.
Okay, sounds great. And your most loved song?
It's a Tamil song called Tendral Mandu Tindum Podu from the movie Avataram by music director Raja. So that's probably one of my most favorite songs that I'll listen to probably a million times in a day and still not get fatigued by it. So,
okay, I'll have a listen to that. Your favorite productivity tool?
My favorite productivity tool, it could be something as simple as a notepad, a writing notepad. Okay.
Yeah.
And from the time, as you would see behind me, all our walls are writable. Okay. That I believe has unlocked a lot more of my productivity rather than working with PPTs or Excels, whatever. The ability for us to quickly write out what comes in your mind actually and have a dialogue on it, debate it, that has been one of my biggest productivity tools. It has actually unlocked a lot more energy, not just within me, as well as the team, with my team, the members who interact with me, on how they can, the entire simple act of them putting it down on a wall, scratching it out, and actually interacting with it. It brings a lot more conviction, a lot more ability to explain what they're trying to say and what not. And I believe that has been one of the biggest productivity tools that I use.
Okay. And your success mantra or formula, if you want to call it, in one line?
If you don't commit to anything, you commit to nothing. So it's very important that any activity that you take up, there needs to be a conviction, a commitment to it. Otherwise, don't even touch it. So that I would say is a key mantra for success. It doesn't matter whether it is something that you have to do or something that your heart wants to do. Irrespective of whichever way it is something to be done. You commit to it. You show the conviction. You will be successful. It cannot fail.
And this is it, Krishna. I think I had a session after a very long time where I'm like so enlightened in terms of so many things, just not like professionally, if I talk about, even personally, like the passion you have for your work from the time we started the whole interview and everything. And I'm not saying it just for the sake of saying it. You can clearly see it on my face that I really feel good and knowing so many things. And thank you so, so much for taking out the time for us.
Anytime. Welcome and have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you. Same to you.